Hi Virgo, this is going to be your reading for the third week of March, my dear awesome Virgos. It's good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Virgo. Keep in mind it's a general message though, so it's not going to resonate with all of you. I could be picking up on your energy, which is my focus and my goal, but I could also be picking up on the energy of others around you as well. Virgo, if you want to book a private reading with me, the link to my website is down in the description below. And if you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I read for you every week, Virgo, and I love doing so. Right now it's Soma Chandra Virgo. So Virgo, it looks like this is going to be a week to work through some conflict, loss, and change. You've really got to hang in there and claim sovereignty and personal power. But there will be changes that you have to work through, and you will have some decisions that you have to make, okay? And I see that that might be a struggle for some of you, but if you claim power and you have a plan and you believe that you can be the single catalyst for change, it'll be easier for you to make these decisions. What came out of my main oracle deck is power, focus, but one of your challenges is sovereignty. So it is a week to gain momentum. Okay, full moon here coming. You are a powerful person and you do need to focus. This week will take power, energy, and focus. But a challenge for you is sovereignty. Sovereignty is an important energy. This is where we are a self-governing state, that we make our own decisions, that we do not allow others to tell us what to do. We don't run to anyone else to make decisions for us. We don't let anybody come in and take our power and take our focus away. It's very much a card of independence and doing it on your own and standing in your own full power with focus. I do think you guys will have third eye activation. You will feel very intuitive this week. Listen to your intuition. Your guides want you to use the energy of the sunstone. Take pleasure in the things you do. Now, because there's so many fives here on the table, I think you guys have been focused on parts of life that are difficult and challenging. They also want you to find time this week to take pleasure in what you do. In particular with career, probably. It felt like it was more of a question. Do you take pleasure in the things you do? Now, the challenge is the Five of Swords. Do we take pleasure in this? Fighting and winning at all costs? Be mindful of what you take pleasure in, Virgo, and what others around you are sucking you into. You might have to fight and win a battle so that you can move towards a life that is pleasurable for you. Your guides also are saying, Amazonite, loosen your grip and embrace change. Virgo, you guys are being a little stubborn. This is a shadow side of Virgo. I happen to think Virgo is an amazing sign. I think without earth signs, we'd all float off the planet. But Virgo, some of your shadow traits might be coming out. Don't be such a perfectionist and be so fussy. Loosen your grip this week and embrace change. Everything in this universe is changing all the time. Change is the one constant in the universe. You're going to have to let go and embrace some change. You're also going to have to claim personal power and allow others to do that as well. You are powerful. Just focus. Oh my God, I see at the bottom of the deck, let it go. All right, I'm going to have to call you guys out. Loosen your grip. Let it frickin' go. Embrace change. Have some fun, Virgo. I could also be describing a person around you that you need to claim personal power from and sovereignty from and say, hey, you need to let me go. You need to loosen your grip. Yeah. You could have a person being very controlling of you, and you need to tell them that you can do it on your own. Because I have an emperor and I have a magician. The magician is a person discovering their power, and it can be a younger person. That can be Virgo, Gemini, or Aries. But I also see that you see yourself as the emperor, which is in control, logical, and practical. This might be a power struggle you're having between two parts of yourself, Virgo, or another person in your life. They wanted me to use the Romance Angel Oracle deck to touch on relationships for you. You can apply this reading to any part of your life. It can be a love message, but it can be about many other parts of your life, Virgo. The first card that came out is pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you, and codependency, addictions, are affecting your love life. A challenge is loving yourself first. Now, with sovereignty and loving yourself first, some of you really need to take a good long look in the mirror about a relationship that you've been in. For some of you, there have been red flags that you've been ignoring because it's a relationship based on codependency. You must understand that there is an ending to you and a beginning to someone else. You don't share a brain or a soul or a body with that person. You are your own sovereign being. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So watch out for the red flags and codependency in a relationship, possibly in more than one. I believe that you guys have a decision to make that will help you claim some personal power and discover that you can be the single catalyst for change, but it will take you strength. These are difficult things to overcome. Loving yourself first and overcoming red flags of codependency are hard. That's very hard. I dropped out 2 more cards. These could represent a person in your environment. This person, love yourself first. You are lovable. This person could be a Sagittarius. This person might not feel as though they deserve love all the time. This might be a person that you have your sights set on. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. A lot of this could be about career for you guys. Like, this could all be about career for you. Like, why are you really staying here? Love yourself first. You need to really focus on finances and career and know that you deserve love. Some of you need to start your own business or claim some sovereignty. You might have a boss that's very overbearing. This could all be about career as well. If this is a person in focus for you, they are focused on self-love right now and finances. That's very important to this person or for you in the relationship. At the center of everything for you this week, Virgo, is the Knight of Swords. Some of you are connecting to an air sign and a younger one. Some of you are maybe in your 20s that I'm picking up on, not necessarily though. The Knight of Swords is the center of everything this week, and the challenge is the 5 of Swords. So the Knight of Swords has tunnel vision. He's either running right towards something or he's running away from something. With the Knight of Swords and the 5 of Swords, there could be harsh words, hasty action this week. When the Knight of Swords comes out, it's time to be brave and daring and take a risk and be action-oriented, fast-thinking, and driven to succeed. But we always feel like we're taking a risk. There's a saying about the Knight of Swords. The general puts him at the front of the line and to lead the charge for a reason. He is both inspiring and expendable. So it can be a little scary to be the Knight of Swords, but he knows he doesn't have much to lose. He just goes for it. Sometimes the Knight of Swords can be very harsh with words. Again, you or a person you're connecting to could be running away from something or charging right at it. I see that it's possible that there will be a lot of quick, impulsive actions, but the challenge is the 5 of Swords. The challenge is some of you may have to fight to the death to make a major change in your life. But the 5 of Swords is about conflict. It's about more than disagreements. It's about a competitiveness and an anger where there's going to be a winner and a loser, and someone feels the need to win at all costs. The advice is, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? How much are you willing to fight to make a change? Based on your oracle cards, be careful. Embrace change, okay? Embrace change here. I don't know what I did with those cards. Here they are. Take pleasure. Try not to fight. You need to loosen your grip, let it go, and embrace change. So the 5 of Swords may be the way that you embrace change. I feel as though for some of you, there's someone else that needs to loosen their grip on you. I feel as though the 2 of you are having a power struggle. This person may also be a Virgo. This person may be an Aquarius as well. They like to get the last word. I have Aries and Leo here. All of those signs are really powerful and are known for having some anger and power struggle issues when they're triggered. So yeah, watch out for that this week. What's driving you deep within Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Some of you are really thinking about getting a new job. Eight of Pentacles is your energy. Virgo are the carpenters of the zodiac. You can make anything. You can build anything. You can fix anything. You are very good at repetitive tasks. You guys display a level of mastery in what you do when you do it that's unparalleled. Like you can be such perfectionists, and you often whistle while you work. Some of you are also very good with numbers. Some of you do have a repetitive job, and you're like, I really kind of want to do something new, not necessarily a brand new job, but you want inspiration. You want to be inspired and you want growth potential. Some of you are thinking of something new. Make sure you look up at all of your accomplishments. When was the last time you did that? When you look up at some of the work that you've done, you might find new inspiration. I think some of you are getting tired with something you do every day for work or where you live or something like that, and you're starting to get bent, and you know that you need to seize the moment and take a risk. Recent past and deep within, Judgment and the Seven of Swords. So you might have caught yourself or someone else in a situation where there might have been some deceit and insecurity. The Seven of Swords is where we kind of have to be the lone wolf and act upon our own behalf. It's about being flexible and adaptable and sharp-witted and doing your homework and being one step ahead of everybody else in a situation. But it is also a card of betrayal and getting away with something and taking something that doesn't belong to you. I don't know why this looks like, you guys might catch someone stealing at work or something like that. Or you suddenly can't ignore the inner calling. There is a moment of judgment where you realize, I really kind of need to be the lone wolf in this situation and get out of a situation that doesn't serve me. You may also be catching someone else this week that's being kind of sneaky with you. Seven is a card of karma. You can't ignore the inner calling. You may want a rebirth with a person, but they don't with you, or vice versa. What your soul is telling you to do and what you're thinking about all the time is the Nine of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So the Nine of Wands is life is a battlefield, love is a battlefield, be resilient, be courageous. You're being tested this week, in particular your boundaries. Hang in there, but have good boundaries. Respect other people's boundaries and make sure they respect yours. Make it clear to those around you that you are struggling, but you're hanging in there right now. That you might be a little guarded and a little defensive at the moment. Some of you have also had an injury. Some of you are recovering from it, but you're still hanging in there. Also, your guides are telling you to take a very conservative approach with money at the moment. Have a scarcity mindset. Save money. Hold on to your security. Make sure that you're not staying in a situation that doesn't serve you because you're afraid to loosen your grip and let it go, though. It's definitely a week of self-protection, though. I can see that. But the next action coming in is Strength and the Magician. I was worried what was going to come out here. I was like, this looks like it might be a tough week. I feel like this is almost advice to you because Major Arcana speaks to what's happening to you on a deeply spiritual level, on a soul level. Some of you want to manifest a Leo or manifest strength and personal power. Strength only comes when it's called for, right? This is where we have to be the gentling influence in the room and the HR department in our own life. We have to tame pride. We have to tame ego. We have to tame desire and anger and wanting what we want. We have to tame feelings of inadequacy too and face life with strength and just breathe and be proud and strong without being arrogant. But I see that you will show a lot of strength, holding back, and also realizing that you have to be the single catalyst for change in your life. You will need to hustle. You will need to make a plan. You will need to be resourceful. You can do something on your own here, and it will take strength. And you may have to fight through something to get to this change. Just be careful of the fight. Again, the advice is, do you want to be right or happy? Depends on the situation. You might get sick and tired of people taking shit from you, or you may get sick and tired of being in a situation where you feel like you have to tiptoe and tread lightly. If that's the case, you're going to be like, damn it, I can't ignore this anymore. I hear the inner calling. I have to be strong and I have to manifest the life that I want. And I can't let anyone else do it for me. And I'm sick of other people giving me shit. That might really be happening for you. And you might need to see it a different way. I feel like the oracle cards from the inspiration crystal deck might be about another person in your life and in a relationship that you've been having a power struggle with that person. And you need to see that for what it really is and tell them, I can do this, okay? Because I have the Emperor here in the Five of Wands, Aries. So you see yourself as the Emperor in the Five of Wands. You could be the Emperor or you could be dealing with an Emperor. The Emperor is the king of all kings. He is very logical. He is very practical. He's a very logical, practical person that's in complete control. This is sovereignty and totally having it together. But it can also be a person that's a little my way or the highway. And with the Five of Wands here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, all the fives have come out. This is a week of conflict and loss, but always change. Always change will come with it. Work through it. Have strength of character and have a plan. You might be able to get this 5 out of the way altogether with the 5 of Swords. I see you maybe needing to take control in a situation where there are a lot of people involved. There could be disagreements, competition, a battle of wills, knowing that not everyone lives in an echo chamber here. Yeah, I think that there's going to be tension and diverse opinions, and you're going to have to be logical and practical, or you're having a power struggle with this Emperor, whoever it is. Hidden factors that you're not aware of. The Star, the Seven of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles. If this is a person in your environment, they could be an Aquarius. If this is another person, Virgo, they dream of freedom. They are confused by you, but you are also not their only option, and they're not getting what they need. This could be a person in your life that's turning away from you and looking at other options. They may want a renewal with you, but they just want to feel a personal freedom. They feel left out in the cold. And they're barely making it with you emotionally and maybe even financially here. It's also possible that this is like hidden factors that you're not aware of about you yourself in your own life, that your guides are saying to you, your North Star and your higher purpose and freedom and faith and a renewal for yourself. Faith in yourself. It's like this breath of fresh air could be the star. It's a distant dream, but it's time to look at opportunities and choices in a realistic way and be mindful of wishful thinking and daydreaming, but allow yourself to dream big. There may be something new and different that you're meant to be doing, because whatever it is you're currently doing, you might barely be paying the bills with it. And you're like, oh, I want more. Your guides are saying, dream big, look at opportunities and choices that could actually be a wish come true for you. There is something better. But if it's another person, they're not getting what they need and they're starting to look at other options. My cross watchers are going to feel very validated by that. Although, as you know, I don't favor the cross watcher. I favor the sign I'm reading for. But the way you're feeling, Virgo, is the Hermit and the 5 of Cups. So you're going to do that Virgo thing that Virgos do the best this week. You're going to go off and search your soul. This will be a week of introspection and self-reflection. I can see that with Judgment and the Hermit. I feel a lot of, I really need to think about the choices I've made and what I'm subjecting myself to in relationships. There's so many red flags. There's been codependency issues. I do want sovereignty. This Magician wants sovereignty so bad it's not even funny. And this Emperor, whoever this is, needs to loosen their grip. I see that you're disappointed and somewhat sad. You are going to withdraw emotionally. I think you're running away from the fight. I think you're running away from a fight. It's not that you won't, I'm not saying you're being wimps and you're not standing up for yourself. This is not your way. It is not Virgo's way to like go toe to toe with people. Every Virgo I've ever met, they've been lovers and not fighters. They will fight for what they need to, but you'd much rather attack it with a plan and strength of character. Virgos typically do not like drama. It is unusual for a Virgo to want to engage in some hardcore battle. I think you're going to go off this week and search your soul and feel your feelings. The Five of Cups paired with the Hermit is actually good. I believe in living an emotion-focused life. And if you have been feeling sad, if you have been feeling like you're not getting what you need, if you're starting to feel worn down and worried, you will search your soul and think, what is my angel trying to tell me? I have regrets that I need to work through. I just need to forgive myself and try to move towards a place of optimism. But right now I'm kind of sad. I just want to claim power. You will have a decision to make, the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. These are both great cards paired together, a little bit out of your earth energy. I think that you know that it's time to recognize that there's a difficult decision in front of you that you might have been avoiding. You've weighed your options. You may need to weigh them a little bit more and realize how sad and bummed out you've been in some situations, and that in order to claim this personal power, you're like, okay, I have to think about this decision here. I have to choose which battles to fight and which way to go. I like that the Two of Wands is here. That's actually my favorite too. That's where we plan for the future and we want progress and we make a decision and we're focused on a beginning and we're in a mode of discovery. I think it's also possible that there are two different people here and one is being avoidant and the other one is saying, hey, let's get excited. Which direction are we going? And are we going there together or apart? You might have to work through some stuff. Just pay attention to these red flags. Know that finances and career are important to you or someone you're connecting to. It's so important to love yourself first and focus on sovereignty. You are a sovereign being. You can stand in your own power. It will take power and focus. Whoa, I just realized that that's these two together, power and focus this week. Fight through the changes that are necessary for power and focus. And make sure that you don't let other people grip you so tightly. You do need to embrace change and just let something go, you guys. Loosen your grip. Don't let people grip you too tightly either. Take pleasure in the things that you do. I think this Ace of Wands is telling you to do that as well. Yeah. All right, Virgo, that's your reading for the third week in March. I hope it resonates and I hope it helps. These oracle cards make me a little nervous. I feel like I had to call some people out. For what it's worth, I need to embrace change too. Okay, you guys, you're not alone. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Virgo. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.